the Flippin Automotive YouTube channel. The sun is really bright today, as you can see, and today we'll be working on the mini bike. We got a upgraded carburetor for it, so we'll be taking the carburetor off, getting it jetted, well, a couple test runs, see where it stands first, and then do a couple jet runs, see what size we need to increase to, due to the fact that this is modified, timing, a few other different things as well. So let's go ahead and hop in there. We'll pull the air filter off, carburetor. We'll pull out the new one. I might have to swap out the throttle cable as well, but we'll take a look at that if we need to, or see if we can just figure something out. But let's go ahead and take a look and let's get into it. Alright, so this is just an Amazon carburetor kit. Came with a actual jet kit, Allen keys, inline fuel filter for it, another external filter, which I guess we can do a test between that style and this style, see which one flows better. Or not necessarily flows better, but which one gets us more performance. We got an intake to expand it out from the engine a little bit further, which should keep the carburetor and stuff cooler, keep the fuel a little bit farther away from the carb and stuff like that. And now we got an empty box and a carburetor. Looks like they may have gave us some fuel lines or maybe a drain line. This should be a Mikuni-style carburetor. Top slide, very similar to what we have on the go-kart, but nice, clean. We'll go ahead and shove her in here. And we're going to start off by taking off the air filter here, which I guess it's Phillips or flat blade. Pretty sure I already have a top speed run on this thing somewhere. If not, I do apologize, but we'll see where this gets us anyway with the stock, or well, not the stock, but an upgraded Mikuni. We'll see where that sits us, and then we'll play around with the jets and see where we land. I do know this is a very common style of carburetor on it already, so I'll just probably keep that for a spare one in the future. This is the air filter adapter. Don't forget your gasket, very important. These things are prone to air leaks if you don't have the gasket between pretty much everything, to be completely honest with you. At least based off of my personal experiences. Which I don't think this kit came with the gasket kit. Yes, it did. It's in the hardware. That makes sense. That's interesting though. Air filter that the kit actually came with has a smaller inlet than the adapter, but we'll have to see how that plays. There's a lot of nasty dirt in there. The air filter hasn't been doing a ton, has it? It is really dusty out here, but not as good as I was expecting it to be completely honest. I'm going to need a bolt to plug the fuel line. Can we hook off the throttle cable? Ouch. We do have a new throttle cable somewhere in case we need it. Going to see if we can reuse the old style. I don't think we can though, just due to how it connects into the top of the throttle body. Let's get a bolt. Screwdriver should work, actually. Just so we don't lose all of our fuel, we'll shove it up into the fuel line. I guess I do have new fuel line and stuff if I screw this one up too bad.
You can drink my liquor, you can call my lady, you can take my money, you can smoke my blunt, scuff these joints, you can say you hate me, you can call me crazy, but don't tuck my trust. Yeah, yeah, don't tuck my truck. Yeah, woo, don't tuck my T8 engine with the windows tinted, but we came from the bottom, got it out the mud. Whole block jumping cause the sun stay hidden. If they roll up on me, no, I keep one tuck. Woo, yeah. Tell them boys come and get me. I'll be riding through the city. Young, rich, and I'm pretty. Homie, don't get it twisted. Yeah. Keep a semi in the Hemi. Red cup for the Henny. My hands come in plenties. For real. You can drink my liquor. You can call my lady. You can take my money. You can smoke my blunt. Scuff these Jordans, you can say you hate me, you can call me crazy, but don't tuck my truck. Yeah, yeah, don't tuck my truck. Yeah, woo, don't tuck my wood grain down.
We'll put that choke back on for a bit. First thing we're going to try, we're going to go ahead and try with choke off first on the first lap. And then the next lap we'll turn it back on and see how we do. And then once it's warmed up a bit more, we'll go ahead and flip the choke back off and see if it's any better. So, off, then on? Off first, on second, and then off. Yeah. Off, on, off. Alright, so what that just told me there is there was no sense of doing a third lap with choke off. As you saw, first lap with choke off, it was just falling on its face anytime I tried to give it some throttle. And then on the last two laps, I left the choke all the way on, which restricts how much air is going in. So it's getting too much air whenever I open up the throttle, which means it's not getting enough fuel to compensate, which means it needs a bigger jet. Now, with that being said, there is more things to just the main, the jet and stuff. You have the pilot jet, you have the main jet. That biggest issue I noticed was between about half to 3/4, which I'll double check my notes and stuff, but between about that range, that should be the main jet that does most of the throttle control at that point. So I'm going to go ahead and just try to step that up. I'll see what I have compared to what it's got in it. I might just try to step it up. Maybe 2. Yeah, we'll probably start off with 2 and see what we get. Alrighty, so on that short little hiatus, we're going to do a few laps here, get ready and call it for at least the morning here. Girlfriend had a finger laceration we got to get taken care of. Yeah. So, let's see if she'll go ahead and start. We got the new jet in, fuel lines rehooked back up, headlight, kill switch. I don't know why I messed with the headlight. See if it'll start on choke. this. Looks like we've already hit 20 right there, so let's go take it for a real test drive. That was money. I'm coming to talk to you.
Take my money, you can smoke my blunt. Scuff these Jordans, you can say you hate me, you can call me crazy, but don't tuck my truck. Skirt, 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 yeah, yeah, skirt. Don't tuck my truck, yeah, skirt, woo, skirt. Don't tuck my T8 engine with the windows tinted, but we came from the bottom, got it out the mud. Whole block jumping cause the sun stay hitting. If they roll up on me, no, I keep one tuck. Woo, yeah. Tell them boys come and get me. I'll be riding through the city. Young, rich, and I'm pretty. Homie, don't get it twisted. Keep a semi in the Hemi. Red cup full of Henny. My hands come in plenties, for real. You can drink my liquor, you can call my lady. You can take my money, you can smoke my blunt. Scarf these Jordans, you can say you hate me, you can call me crazy, but don't tuck my truck. Skirt, skirt, yeah, yeah, skirt. Don't tuck my truck, yeah, skirt, woo, skirt. Don't tuck my wood grain dash with the matte black finish, and it match my shawty with the big old butt. Know them boys soft cause they got hard feelings. You can try me if you wanna go and test your luck. Ooh, ooh. Tell them boys come and get me. I'll be riding through the city. Young, rich, and I'm pretty. Homie, don't get it twisted. Keep a semi in the Hemi. Red cup full of Henny. My ears come in plenties, for real. You can drink my liquor, you can call my lady. You can take my money, you can smoke my blunt. Scuff these Jordans, you can say you hate me, you can call me crazy, but don't tuck my truck. Skirt, skirt. Don't tuck my truck. Skirt, skirt. Don't tuck my truck. Woo, woo, woo. Don't tuck my truck. Woo, woo, woo. Don't tuck my truck.
So, as we were saying, after that test drive, I was realizing between about half, 3/4 throttle that the top end RPMs just kind of flatline towards 3/4 throttle. So I believe the main jet's a little too small still right now. I think I put a 115 in it. We're going to drop that carburetor bowl again and swap it out to a 125. I think that's the biggest I have here. I'll double check them here in a second. If I happen to have a 130, which I don't think I do, I might be able to one a little bit and open it up to something slightly bigger if we need to. But let's hop on over here. We'll get the bottom of the bowl pulled off the carburetor and we'll take a look at it. Alright, so we'll just start off by popping off the air filter, and kind of like last time, we'll pull the fuel line off, kind of pinching it so we don't lose any fuel. We'll just plug it into the vent cap. Crack open the fuel tank so no fuel vapors or anything do anything weird. Then we have 4 screws at the bottom of the carburetor. There is fuel in it unless you use the drain, which on this particular one, I guess it is going to let me, isn't it? Have enough room? Yes, I do, technically. But technically, I forgot what I was doing. 4 screws. We'll just drop the bowl. Maybe we can avoid all that. And we need to find the 135. Or, I wish a 135. 105, 85, stock, 100, 88, 120. I just lost one. I lose 100. 125. I guess we're just going to go straight to the 125. We'll double check, but I think we're just going to 125. Can I think I'm like a step over. I think like a 110. Maybe it started with a 100. It's relatively close to what it was stock because I can. Well, I think it's a little bit better than what it was stock as it is right now because the idle was a little bit better. I know I did adjust the idle before I went on that last test drive, but I think I don't know what I think anymore. Let's finish getting this apart. Let's change out that screw. I already lost the screw. The jet. Let's go for the back one. And then I have to get that gasket in there. But it is only 4 screws on this bowl. Let's drop this. Yeah, we got everything we need here. Screw number 2. Let's go for the other hard one. Hopefully we don't have to pull these jets out too many more times. I'm more worried about the O-ring on this carburetor. It's not a real Mikuni. It's actually a aftermarket Amazon. We got some drippage. There we go. And then we'll just plop this over here. And this down here. Screw number 4. Gasoline on the hand. Set the bowl in a rag. So we can keep it propped up. Cool. I like it. So now we have the jet and roughly a 10 millimeter here. So I'm going to use this adjustable, and the jets have a flat head in it, which I'll show you here in a second. But they just, as long as you get in there good, they should just twist out. I know I snugged this one up pretty good before I put it in there, so hopefully I don't break the screwdriver. Actually, let's just pop her out. I can just one threader there. Put it in the adjustable. Because these are just brass, so they're really soft. They're not hard to mess up. Go to a bigger screwdriver since I already messed it up. Push it directly out into the dirt. There we go. Put it back in there. Prefer the little screwdriver if it'll work. Come on, buddy. Come on. It's a little small of a flat blade to be trying to do this, but I'm being attacked. I got it. So we did, in fact, we had a 110. We are now going up to a 125. It's only 15, but it should be double. If anything, I'm probably going to have to back it down, but hopefully it'll be close enough. We hit 40 miles an hour with that one, but it sounded like there was more top end that was to be had, but as I said, it was like dying out at about quarter or 3/4 throttle. I believe, if memory serves me right, that should be the main jet, which is what we just changed. And that's all there is to changing a jet. You just unthread it, and you technically don't have to pull out the whole, the inner valve either, because there is a slot in that jet, which you can see right there, which is designed to have a flat blade go in it, flat blade, and then you just turn it out, swap it out, and it's really not too difficult. The worst part's usually the O-rings to the carburetor bowls, which
It can't be said I'm an it's 10 o'clock before I say a word. Baby, I can never tell. How do you sleep so well? You keep telling me to live right, to go to bed before the daylight, but then you wake up for the sunrise. You know you don't gotta pretend, baby, now and then. Don't you just wanna wake up dark as a lake, smelling like a bonfire lost in a haze? If you're drunk on life, babe, I think it's great, but while in this world, I think I'll take my whiskey. My coffee black in my free from the phone and the job gets done, but you worry some, I know. But who wants to live forever, babe? You treat your mouth as if it's heaven's gate. The rest of you like you're the TSA. I wish I could go along, babe, don't get me wrong. You know you're bright as the morning, as soft as the rain, pretty as a vine, as sweet as a grape. If you could sit in a barrel, maybe I'll wait till that day. I'd rather take my whiskey neat, my coffee black, in my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me, you're too sweet for me. I take my whiskey neat, my coffee black, in my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me, you're too sweet for me. I take my whiskey neat, my coffee black, in my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me, you're too sweet for me.
Alright. So nope. Last round was 39 miles an hour. One before that was 41. So, with all that being said, it looks like we're going to end up going back to one of the settings in between one of the last two. On that last round, I did a needle change. I moved it 2 slots. I'll move it down 1. And I'll probably just keep it there for the time being. It's still topping out right around 41 miles an hour, as you can see there. But at least we know where we are at to start. It's like 93 to 95, with it feels like of like 104 today. So it's a hot one out here. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys actually staying. And yeah, it's hot. Don't forget to like and subscribe.